Welcome back to the daily segment of Where's My Sock, where I take podcasts and audio terms and define them in plain English to help you along your podcast journey. Hello, my name is Mr. E. Today's term is takeaway, because a reaction feels stronger when the listener can answer, what's the point? So what does takeaway mean in plain English? A takeaway is the clear point you want your listener to leave with after your commentary. In plain terms, it's the here's what this means sentence. It turns a reaction into something organized and useful. A takeaway from your commentary can be something like a lesson that your listener learned, a pattern you noticed, a warning or a caution, or a simple summary of your point of view. So why does this term even exist? Because commentary can be entertaining and still feel unfinished. If you just react and then end your episodes, listeners may remember the energy, but not the point. A takeaway exists as a structure tool that gives the episode a landing. It can also keep you from rambling. When you know what your takeaway is and what you're aiming for, it can help support things like your setup, clip choices, and overall context of what you're commentating on or reacting to. Once you start using takeaways on purpose, it can be a little confusing. And by that, I mean, you can listen back to your recording and you'll love what you're hearing because you like what you said, but you might notice that you didn't really conclude anything. And a simple fix for that is to use a sentence towards the end of your commentary. Something like, my takeaway is, pretty simple, right? Or maybe even something like I do at the end of my episodes. If you only remember one thing, remember this. Now, once you hit them with that line to let them know you're concluding things, that's when you can support it with one or two quick reasons, not 10. Because your goal is clarity, not a final debate. Wrapping things up, takeaway is the clear point you want the listener to walk away with. It turns reaction into a structured episode with a landing. If you only remember one thing, remember this. Or, here's the takeaway from today's episode. Aha, see what I did there? Write your takeaway as one sentence. Then build your reaction to support that sentence. Next time, we'll tackle fair use basics. Because when you use clips or quotes, it can help to understand the basic idea behind permission, limits, and responsible use. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the show. Hit that follow button. That way, you never miss out on any of this information so that you can be a little bit better today than you were yesterday.